Hello guys, and sorry for the delay, and welcome to another ExSquad challenge. Today we're going to be sponsoring AntiPro against Call Me Sam, and we do have a co-caster as well in Mr. Spalding. So we'll just find the players and meet in a admin, and then we'll get started. It is going to be a best of 11. Okay, and I'm just finding the correct radmin as well. How are you guys all doing on this fine Saturday evening? I've just got in. Call Me Sam is there. Excellent. Yeah, and who do we actually think is favourite here? I know AntiPro is a little bit rusty. Wow, Spalding very quickly in the radmin. Excellent, Mr. Spalding. Nicely on time. And yeah, let's make a poll for you guys. There's not actually that much delay, so we can be quite interactive. And
Hello.
hello, Mr. Spalding. Yeah.
Hey.
How you doing? Sorry for the delay. Although I
Doing
did,
well.
I did guess it that I was going to be a little bit late actually with with things, but
Right.
I managed to not be too late at least. So AntiPro against Sam. I've just made a poll in the chat. Who do you think's actually favourite here?
Ooh, I really don't know.
No, I'm not sure either. AntiPro is pretty rusty, to be fair. So I think I'd probably go with Sam at the moment in current form.
Okay.
But I do think Anti beat Hesso in his first games back, you know?
Yeah.
So not a bad
Can't
effort
count him
there.
out.
Yeah. I'm going to flip a coin now. Sam says heads. And it is heads. It is heads. Your first map, Sam. Shock, says Anti. Farmlands. Well, we like that choice, actually.
It's a nice map.
We like farmlands. And yeah, Anti wants an in-out, and Sam says, hey, Spalding. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be sponsoring this, but also the players will be watching this back, so I think the more feedback we can give them, the better. They do sort of want comments on maybe what we see in the game, so we'll do our best there.
Okay.
Without being too damning.
We'll try.
We have a fairly interesting matchup on this map to kick things off.
A demo it was, right?
Yeah, they're GLA and their demo.
Hmm. Yeah.
Let me make a bigger lobby to get you in.
Yeah, I'll be there any second.
Oh, you're
Still
on the
stuck
low
in
screen,
the
yeah.
Game over screen? Yeah.
Oh, Apex says that's not an accomplishment, beating Hesso. Nice little roast there from Apex, yeah. Yeah, I've got about a minute delay, so not much delay, so I can have a look at chat as well, see what they're up to.
Oh, you got 20k on.
Oh, whoopsie. Yeah. Like a fun. All right. Well, my screen is starting in the bottom left with the player in the green. It's Call Me Sam with the Air Force.
And in the top right we have AntiPro as demo. In orange.
And I think both of us would prefer the Air Force here, would we not?
For sure. Yeah. Don't think it's that close, but doesn't mean demo can't win.
Yeah, true, yeah. We have a 10 latency with 4 players. That's very nice.
That's amazing.
Yeah. The thing is, air has a few different options though, doesn't it? Especially on this map. You could potentially go for the oil, you could go Comanches, you could go War Factory and Airfield. Sam looking like he's playing it pretty standard.
Yep.
With a drop. That drop shouldn't really achieve anything. There are terrorists in position.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm usually a bit hesitant. I'm not sure how in depth we want to go here, but I'm usually a bit hesitant to drop against demo because that terrorists don't do any friendly damage. So once you see a terrorist in the worker line, I think you're oftentimes not going to achieve all that much.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, there is a scaffold attempt there. Yeah, you've said that to me before, and I think it's a very good tip, that, actually. Dano the Mano in the chat. By the way, Dano the Mano, there is a new ExWood membership, so for the Wood Gang, I thought you might appreciate that. We have a lot of wood in the chat.
Exile here for the lottery. Not sure if there's going to be one, but that's what I'm sure he's here for.
Yeah, that's what he's here for.
Attacked her on the reactor, which he got, so pretty decent start for AntiPro.
And Anti dealt with that V harassment as well.
Oh, that is a pretty big deal actually, because there was only really a quad nearby.
Yeah.
So probably would have gotten a bunch of worker kills if he microed that V.
Mm-hmm. Now, he can spam text for now, but the danger of facing Air Force is you never know when they're going to add in a combat Chinook. I would have liked him to have saved that damaged tech in the corner. Oh, especially with RPGs in it. Yeah. I think he forgot about that.
It's going down, yeah. So we see a second barracks by Sam up top. So, and he does have the capture upgrade. So looking to get these oils.
That is actually pretty greedy, you know. I think if Anti had done a bit of a big RPG tech or quad push after that start, Sam didn't actually have many Vs out. But I think Anti's left it a bit late, and now Sam does have like 4 Vs out.
Right.
And definitely bad news if he gets the oil. But will Anti hear that? He should have heard that with that tech run by, no? He's missed it. Yeah, he's missed it.
There was a bit of a float by Anti, and I think you either want your third supply or be more aggressive at this stage as the GLA.
Yeah.
Because I think just staying on 2 versus 2 supplies kind of favors the Air Force. Especially with the oils being captured for Sam.
Well, he will deny that one, which is important. But he's actually gone for oils himself. He's just lost a lot of text there as well. And Dano the Mamo has got wood. He has joined the wood club, yeah.
Alright. Let me have a brief look what the chat is thinking. Okay. People slightly favoring AntiPro so far, 53 to 47.
Interesting.
But very even overall. The second arm stealer going up for AntiPro. Just now getting his second oil. His first oil actually.
Yeah, I think he's been too passive here, and Sam has now added in a combat Chinook. He's got 3 Chinooks on his main supply. He should probably have placed one of those back to the second supply. But I do quite like that from Sam, because if you open with Vs, it's pretty safe. If you force the GLA to overcommit to text, you just add a combat Chinook, which is what he's done.
Right, and it's very hard to get the right amount of techs and quads as the GLA. You go too quad heavy, you just lose your army to the Vs, and you're lacking the quads. It just dies to a combat Chinook, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, at the moment, Anti has only got tech, so it's going to be bad news for him when he sees this combat Chinook. I think Anti's style in general is a little bit more passive, take the map, and that's fine, but there's certain matchups you can't play like that, you know what I mean?
Well, and if you do, you better go all out, right?
Yeah,
you
like...
take the map and you get your dirt a lot earlier.
Yeah, true.
You try to deny the oils by the air. And make it kind of 4 against 2 supplies, hopefully. Something like that.
And then hope you have enough, like, spam to hold the air push when it comes to you.
Right, but he was neither very aggressive nor very greedy, which is...
Yeah.
We usually say, like, you should commit to either one. Yeah.
I think that's a good rule of thumb in any matchup where you think you have the weaker army. Yeah. Commit one way or the other.
And he's now trying to get that oil, but this is probably where I would just go in with a combat Chinook, right? Like
just clear it up.
You either pick off the technicals or you at least save the oil with a PLD.
Yeah, I also think Sam could just end the game now. He's got S&D, he's got a massive V-blob, and as you say, the combat Chinook could have killed most of those techs and or saved the oil.
Ooh, getting a bit close to that demo trap, but yeah, it's fine.
That was actually a bit of a weird spot for a demo trap, to be honest. I almost missed that. Yeah.
Has to cancel that palace. Which always feels very bad when you see such a destroy Vs and you have to cancel your palace. I'm not sure if he actually...
I don't think he cancelled it, though.
It is going to be really difficult.
He did not cancel that.
Yeah, pretty tough spot for AntiPro to be in. He sees the combat Chinook now.
Yeah, anti-GG's, yeah. Yeah, to be fair, that was pretty comfy for Sam, I think. That game number 1. And now a little bit of pressure on Anti to win as Air Force, which is not a guarantee. You've got the advantage, but...
Yeah, I mean, if his start was a bit cleaner, I think he would have been in a good spot with Sam actually... Well, he didn't utilize him being Air Force until the combat Chinook kicked in, and he also lost his first Humvee.
Yeah, true.
Kinda easily. So,
yeah.
And he was a bit cleaner on his side. I think he could have been in a fine spot.
Yeah. Yeah, very true. Alright, we see the reverse. Okay, and we start in the bottom left with the player in orange. It is AntiPro with the USA Air Force.
And in the top right we have Sam with Demo, sending his second worker forward, indicating an early tunnel. But what this also does is delay his arms dealer. So,
yeah,
ways to take advantage of that.
Yeah. Why is Sam beaconed his worker there?
Not sure.
Is there something? Don't know. And he's actually a bit late starting that forward tunnel. Yeah.
So Anti-Dosa is going straight to it. So
should deny it. I mean, I'm typically wary. If I see a tunnel like that low in percentage, you can predict like a potential demo trap in front of the tunnel, but Sam was just late. You know what I mean? So sometimes against demo, you think, oh, I'm going to easily deny that.
Oh.
And then it's like, oh, I've hit a demo trap.
First rush, but yeah.
Yeah.
Still delayed it for now.
Definitely a micro error there. Misclick.
So one thing Anti could have done is actually prioritize the V over the MD, seeing a late war factory. Like he got 2 MDs. Well, he actually got 5 MDs at this point. So it might even be a combat Chinook.
That tunnel's just got up. Yeah,
just a lot of MDs.
That tunnel's got up, by the way.
All right.
Oh no!
Oh, kinda.
Oh no! Disaster. That was a pretty full V, and he's lost his supply. And wow, he nearly lost a lot of MDs there as well. Lost his barracks even. How did that happen? How did he lose his barracks there?
Not quite sure, but that is as bad at the start as it gets for AntiPro, kind of.
Yeah.
Losing a V and supply and barracks, yeah.
Oh, Sam harassing here as well.
So would have liked by AntiPro probably to just grab these Rangers, put them in a Chinook and drop that building next to the tunnel.
I do like what Sam's doing here though. He's putting on the pressure with Tech RPG.
Yeah, I really don't like wasting these Rangers.
Quad RPG, sorry. Yeah.
Either drop the building or send them to the oil, I think. But yeah, just wasting the Rangers I'm not a big fan of.
No. He's also potentially losing a Chinook here. Does get away.
Does have 3 Chinooks mining on 1 supply.
Good bit of driving with the ambo there.
Yep.
And he holds for now. Does need another ambulance. And does need to get these Chinooks back on different crates, because he's essentially on 1 supply right now.
Yep. That supply up by Sam.
And a quick dual arms. Pretty clean from Sam. And Anti's he's a bit dishevelled. He's not recovered from that early pressure. He's not got his Chinooks back where they need to be.
Yep.
Yeah, he definitely looks a little bit cold here, AntiPro. He is now moving that Chinook back now. And he wants to deal with that tunnel. He does deal with it.
Sam getting another tunnel at Anti's oil on the right side.
Ooh, he's not thinking of pushing with 2 Vs, is he? Quad poke coming in as well. And a TT here, which Anti should find. He does find, so a mini success there. How's he going to deal with those quads though?
Is he microing that tree in his base?
He is not, no.
And that is pretty crucial. Does have another V to deal with it.
Yeah. He seemed...
Probably would...
Oh, he's actually got the capture building upgrade, Anti. So there's a method to his madness here. He's moved out.
But this is where I think saving the early Rangers would have been very handy.
Yeah. Sam's about to get...
to make them now.
Potentially a super tech if he wanted to.
Yeah. And he is gonna try to pick that up with a Chinook.
Oh, no.
Too far away.
Yeah.
The idea was good.
His loaded Vs, though, are out on the map. He's managed to get himself 1 oil during this. But I think he needs to come home, because he's got nothing to uncamp his production at the moment, but...
Yeah.
He's deciding to push, and he's got a Hellfire drone on an ambulance here, so... Actually, this can cause Sam a bit of trouble, yeah. That scared the techs off. And this
What I do like by Anti, however, is that he didn't like just build MDs and Vs out of his production buildings when they were camped.
Yeah. He is going to get trapped here, though, and he needs to start building now, and he needs to start getting that other oil. Because...
And he pick off... Oh, he did not pick off the heroic
Super tech. Yeah.
He does find himself... Oh, forgot the oil as well.
That second oil, yeah, is massive. Needs to get that.
Still 1 idle Chinook in his base.
Yeah. Big push coming now. He's getting that second oil, but he needs a bit of time here, Anti. And I don't think he's going to be given it. This is where PLD would be quite useful. It does actually negate a super tech completely.
Yeah.
Oh, GG's. Yeah. Well, pretty convincing from Sam so far, I would say.
Yep. And he does look a bit rusty there.
Yeah. I'm stuck in the game at the moment. Right, I'm out now. There will be AntiPro's map.
Okay. Any idea what kind of map he likes?
I think pretty meta, to be honest.
Okay.
Something like snowy, I think, is what we're going to see here. He says he was forced to change strat. That first... Oh, he didn't click the CC nuke. Ah, you see.
Oh,
you
so he was actually going for
Yeah.
one, because I was wondering, he had so many MDs.
But I think the fact that that tunnel got up, he got a bit nervous.
Hmm. Hello, Habash.
Mr. Habash in the chat. Sam the Miracle Man.
Delta. What is that?
Tournament Delta, I think. So it's a lower supply map, this one. Tournament Delta. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you might have missed it, Spalding, but there's a new meme going on at the moment, which Pepsi has already mentioned in the chat. So did you know that there was basically a 3v3 challenge between AKA boys and the Madness boys? Have you heard of the Madness boys? You're gonna say no now.
Madness.
That's the one. Yeah. So it was like the best of ZH Madness. So it was Truck, Drunkle, and it's Arez against Habash, Mojo, and Ganja. And basically, our spoiler alert. AKA boys did a 5-0 clap in a best of 9.
Okay.
But yeah, both sides had a POV stream, and let's just say the Madness team had a little bit of mutiny on their team. There was some anger going on, and the meme that came out of it was trust the process. Because there was one member of the team basically saying the strats aren't good, and yeah, it was like trust the process. But anyway, it was funny. We have a pretty hard matchup for this map. So we start in the north with AntiPro with the China Imp.
And we have Sam in the bottom as super weapon. And yes, this seems like a pretty hard matchup, especially on this map.
I think Mega Open is just really difficult for super weapon. Really difficult.
I agree.
Because it's not...
incredibly hard to hold both supplies, but at the same time, it's very hard to all in infantry as super weapon, I think.
Yeah. You know, as Air Force...
That being said, he didn't go barracks like right away, AntiPro, so there was a bit of an option.
To potentially
be a bit aggressive, either go for like a Patriot drop or MD drop, that sort of thing.
But the thing is, if you make a barracks first to drop, and then the imp drops a barracks, it feels so bad.
It feels terrible.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I was wondering, I'm just theory crafting here, because you know there's a builder's air force where you go on one supply, rush carpet, get bombardment, and get a Burton and hunt the dozers. Could you potentially do that as super weapon with a VRAP?
Without the carpet, with more
the
expensive Chinooks. Yeah.
And you get a cheaper Burton though.
That is true. I mean, it does seem really difficult.
And you could go for like EMPs instead of fire bases.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, the problem is, like, even the oils are so hard to capture because they're pretty far out in the open. So it does seem very difficult to come up with a good strategy for super weapon here. Ooh, could kill the scaffold actually. So
wow.
Didn't.
That was a bit.
That's the sort of thing you need going for you, I think.
Yeah.
To win a super weapon, these little things.
Like imp messing up.
Sorta. Yeah.
I mean, Anti again has been pretty passive here.
Like here, I would probably try to get spy drones on my Vs and hope the inf is too late with the evac, which he kind of was.
Yeah.
And yeah, he did deal with this pretty nicely, but there's another outpost on the right that is probably going to be pretty hard to deal with.
Now this is where micro in this properly should basically cause game-ending damage.
Alright, don't walk too far away. Yeah.
Yeah. He does evac though. Oh, the change of target though.
Ooh,
and that is what
indecisive and ended up killing nothing.
I know, yeah. I mean, you've minimum got to take the firebase there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm personally also not the biggest fan of that bunker actually on the left side in that matchup.
I think he's worried about getting flanked, and he's now in a position where he can just...
It does shut a lot down.
Yeah.
I mean, gotta give him that, sure.
Look at that, just someone in chat, trust the process lol, in the US at least. That was famously the slogan of a basketball team that was deliberately attempted to lose to get better draft picks. Trust the process. Yeah, again, Anti has not got enough, I would say, out of these units here.
No.
Which...
It's just a bit too defensive for my liking. 2 bunkers as infantry against super weapon.
If you do, just a...
I would at least like a third supply if you're gonna get bunkers and play a bit like more mid-game heavy, and also the evacs.
No evac there, yeah.
Need to be more on point.
I think he's gonna lose. I think he's gonna lose. As imp. He's waiting for napalm,
really
but...
good for Sam here. He's
yeah.
getting his airfield, he got his search and destroy, he's still on 4 Chinooks.
What I was going to say, if Anti does what's a pretty meta build, literally 2 supplies, barracks war factory, troop crawler, tank hunter, blob push, and micros that is very hard to hold on this open map, that alone.
Incredibly much so, yeah. Like you follow it, you send that at 1 supply, follow it up with an outpost on the other supply in case the super weapon goes for 2 supplies, and requires pretty much perfect micro by the super weapon to stand a chance, I think.
Yeah. And it's not as if you can't micro as yourself as imp, so keeping your blob of units together.
Right. It's not just down to the super weapon player either. Yeah.
Pulling the minigunners back, and yeah. Like, the imp not microing makes it hard to hold, let alone an imp microing. So... I just think Anti picked the wrong strat there, And
yeah, I wasn't a fan of this build there.
I also think, I agree with you, late evacuations meant he didn't get damage done.
Yeah. And the reason why I probably would be hesitant to get at least 2 bunkers, maybe one is fine, is because I don't mind the super weapon actually counter-attacking, because I think it's so much easier to multitask for the infantry than for the super weapon. So if I have an outpost in their base and they have a Humvee in my base, I think that's usually okay.
Yeah, because actually, weirdly...
Because you just evac and then you your infantry is gonna do something, right? And they have to consistently micro their Humvee. It's not that hard to zone away with the upgraded tank hunter.
Say 1V kills 2 trucks, but you've got in their base, own 2 Chinooks, and you've still got your blob to then go on to the main supply. You're gonna win because you can, as Imp, still almost spam off 1 supply.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Well, we see the reverse now, so Sam in the north with the China Imp.
Going for forward barracks and AntiPro in the south with super weapon. Did get a bit of an earlier barracks.
Yeah, yeah. But if that's not for a drop, then he's just hurting his economy.
I was thinking the exact same. Like, the only time I would do this if I was dropping.
Yeah.
I would never do this just to garrison buildings.
Yeah.
Because this definitely comes at a cost. It's like either your 4th Chinook that is gonna be late. Yeah, it always comes with a cost.
Yeah. Is there a 4th Chinook at all? There isn't
Probably
one.
not.
No, there's not one.
And now there's a very delayed drop by Anti.
Has he got capture building though? Upgrade. The way he's rallying rangers out here.
He does. Thing is, at least for now, he's kinda only collecting with 2 Chinooks, really.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder if this is really a 2 supply build that he should be doing here.
And he didn't micro his ranger and dozer here, so that dozer on the right could have crushed the minigunner, and he could have probably got the oil.
And this is what I meant, where I don't mind actually if the super weapon is a bit aggressive against me when I'm infantry, because you see how hard it is for Anti to multitask here. Like he was trying to drop, and because of that he lost the ranger on the right side.
Yeah.
He let the minigunner in, and I think that's bound to happen.
Yeah.
And here comes the troop caller with a couple of tank hunters, and this is going to be pretty much impossible to stop for AntiPro.
Well, that's the blob we were talking about just before. The troop crawler tank hunter blob, yeah. I mean, the game just ends here. It does.
Yeah. And this is what I mean with... well, don't want to defend anyone, but let me just call Anti like a pro or semi with people trying new builds for no good reason,
don't
really.
save it for the set, yeah.
Like, clearly he wasn't well versed with his build. So, not a big fan of, like, first timing a build like that.
Well, you may say, what's the alternative? I guess the alternative is just do 2 supplies war factory barracks like Sam did. Go from there, because you know that's tried and tested, and you're at least gonna, you know, hopefully rely on the inf making a couple of mistakes and stuff.
Sure, you could do that, but also I think if you try something funky and aggressive, like, at least commit to it fully. Don't do like a delayed drop.
Yeah.
Like, try to be fast with your drop, try to keep up the aggression, try to hunt the dosers. Try something like that, I think, if you want to go aggressive.
Yeah. Hello, Legionnaire. And hello, Madara. Yeah, I agree. Well, if he watches this back, we have a GLA mirror now. If he watches this back, I'm sure this is all useful for him to hear.
Right.
But this is not going to be the same length of set as a best of 15 against Vivid.
How long was your set there?
Oh, it wasn't too long. I mean, Ledgy cast it It was over 2 hours, having said that. But yeah, I mean, the very first game was a fairly lengthy GLA mirror, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When the best of 15 starts with that, then you're like, oh.
So it's gonna be pretty hard for AntiPro as well, having lost what he would also consider probably a favorable matchup for him.
Yeah, I mean, there's been 2 matchups so far where you'd say Air should probably win both times and Inf should win both times, and he's lost both now. So he's now got a more even matchup. Maybe this matchup suits him a bit more because it is a bit more of like a map control type situation, I think.
Right.
GLA mirror. But yeah, it is a more even army, so he could just end up losing this both ways as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. But I've been impressed with Sam.
Yeah.
And we start with the man himself. He's in the top left in the green with the GLA Stealth. Oh, I've lost you there. Did your headphones die? I'll introduce Anti. And in the bottom right, it is AntiPro with the orange GLA demo.
Oh, sorry, I'm back now.
That's all right.
Something came up. Okay, so you introduced the players.
Yeah.
Anti-supply looks a bit shaky there.
Oh, yes. Has he been on the beers, Anti? Have Arsenal... Let me just check. Have Arsenal won today?
So far is he?
Yeah, let me just check. And Arsenal... Oh, yes, Arsenal won 5-0. He's an Arsenal supporter. I think Anti's might have been on the booze here, looking at this, because this is definitely looking a little bit dodgy. But taking away Anti's wonky supplies, I actually have been impressed by Sam. He's looked pretty clean, hasn't he, overall?
Yep. Looked fairly clean, I would say.
Hello, George.
His build orders seemed a lot cleaner than Anti's. So it looks like a tech tab by Anti.
Could be a bit of success here for Anti. He's getting in that building, which will be in range of the tunnel. Repair it.
Yeah, send the worker immediately there.
Yeah. He's not doing it. He is now a bit too delayed. Bit too delayed.
Don't think he's gonna be there in time.
I mean, I think the second bunker is almost in range, but he's now just losing RPGs, actually.
Oh, you can't lose 4 RPGs to a bunker, to a tunnel.
I think Anti's been on the beers, but he actually might get his TT in here.
Yeah.
He will get his TT in here.
Gonna get the arms dealers, he's gonna get some workers. Okay, so Sam got 2 oils already. And he's about to be on 3 oils. Yeah. And Anti is gonna lose workers. I mean,
the thing
hate
is,
to say it, but list looks over already.
Well, Anti's relying on that tunnel getting up, which he's gonna get it up.
But he lost 4 RPGs, so he's gonna push with like 1 quad and 4 RPGs if his other tunnel finishes 2 quads.
He's relying on a base kill here. Now Sam, I don't think Sam has that many more units out. He has 1 tech. So if Anti reinforces here, he can actually camp the production.
Let's see Sam's crisis management here.
Crisis management. Yeah.
Should probably be repairing the dwarf factory. Should probably queue up a hijacker, I think.
He does need to reinforce though. He's got 2 quads at home, potentially 1 in his tunnel.
Ooh, there's a possibility for a super tech here.
He gets it.
He does get 1.
He's definitely misclicking though. I think he's misclicked that worker because it's not been consistently building the tunnel. Yeah, he's definitely misclicking Anti here.
Does get stopped and the technical... Okay. It is scrapped up at least. Yeah, this is where the hijacker that I was mentioning would have been very handy. AntiPro doesn't have any RPGs nearby, so he could always threaten to just hijack the super tech, and AntiPro would have to basically fill it up again with RPGs or a worker. Also not repairing the arms dealer.
ExCaL says Anti's been on the booze 100%. He's pushing though. There's that hijacker you were talking about. So Sam...
A bit late, but better late than never.
Yeah. He could lose it here if Anti drives forward. No. Gets that vetted quad. Oh, a little bit of a move command there. Micros the super tech back. He has remade his workers back at home here, but he's got 2 quads.
Problem is, Sam's eco is still untouched, and
yeah, Anti's got 2 quads on tour here. They've just decided to go into the island on their own.
I think they're not gonna make it out.
No,
there's another tunnel in the building.
Yeah, and also Sam's got an extra 3 tunnels there. So I do like the crisis management, as you call it, from Sam. I think that's good what he's done.
I actually thought he was a bit sloppy with that. Like both repairing the arms dealer, not on top of the oil cap.
Late with the hijacker, but what I mean is
the hijacker not capturing the top wide oil.
But I do like the extra tunnels at least, so.
Okay, yeah. I'm just saying that because overall he looked pretty solid, but
yeah,
I think that's the sort of thing that sometimes separates like him from probably even better players. Is how they handle pressure in their own base. The
better the play, the higher the analysis of critique.
Right.
Yeah. Oh dear. Now, Anti may feel pretty good because Sam's not on a main supply, but he has got the supply in the middle and he is on 4 oils, so...
Right, I mean, Anti sees that Sam captured the oil, so I think you can't feel too good as Anti here. Even not seeing the main supply, I think. He
has got tunnels though, by those corner oils, and he could actually go and capture both of those.
Yeah, let's find something going for Anti. He's ahead in XP as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's going to get his oil cap delayed it. Yeah.
That's a pretty big quad army by Sam as well.
Oh yeah, massive. Anti's probably thinking, how does he have that?
Right.
I can hear him saying that. Ah, and Anti's lost his radar van.
Okay, Sam also taking the whole island.
Yeah, Anti-GG's. Yep. Oof. Is looking like a little bit of a mismatch at the moment, and I guess that goes to show because there was a time when these two sparred semi-regularly, and you know the sets could go either way. One could go to Sam, one could go to Anti, but the Anti-Rust combined with, and as I say, I don't see Sam regularly, but he's been a long-term channel member. He looks better to me. He looks as good as I've ever seen him, really, overall. So, yeah, you see the difference. It's gone from close sets to what is probably going to be a 6-0, a clean sweep, just based on how it's been going.
Yep. And it can be rough on 0 Hour sometimes. If someone is a bit better than you, suddenly you can look really bad.
Yeah. Well, we start.
It's how people always say certain persons joke against you or whatever. It's like, I think you're just a bit better than them, and as a result, they look quite poor when playing you. But that's just the nature of the game. If someone is a bit better than you in like many aspects,
yeah, and you can't be
that's
off.
Adding up.
You can't have an off day against Vivid or Marikar. Otherwise, that's going to look a bit of a rough score as well, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's the reverse. We've got AntiPro now with the GLA Stealth. He's in the top left.
And we got Sam in the bottom right as Demo. opening with at least one terrorist. Let's see how many he gets. And considering the terrorist is not rallied forward, it does look like a tech tear. Yeah.
Yes. I don't mind as demo just going for oils here. Both players seem to wanted to TT as demo, but I think there's nothing wrong with doing an oil grab as demo.
Yeah.
When you hit a late game, you kind of feel quite good against stealth, don't you? You've got the demo upgrade, better scuds. I guess there's that part where the stealth has cheaper buggies, so if you're behind in the economy, it can get a little bit rough for you.
Right. Also, I think stealth is a bit better at grabbing these oils usually. A bit harder to deny the stealth rebels. And I mean, Sam could also just look to catch Anti off guard maybe a bit. Try something aggressive since he has a big lead in the set.
Anti's been quite late with his island tunnel again here.
Yeah.
He's going to get a crush on those two RPGs, which is nice. That is the TT tech, isn't it? I think it is.
It is filled with something, yeah.
So if Anti can deny that and get the oils, he might not be in a bad spot, but he's not going to deny that, I don't think. Oh! Okay.
Well, he didn't fully lose the arms dealer, so...
Not terrible, and he's going to get one oil.
Sadly, Anti was a little bit late evacuating that worker on the island and continuing the tunnel. He's not going to get the tunnel up anymore.
No.
And now Sam already has control over the island.
He was also late starting the tunnel in the north, but Sam's forgotten about his techers as well, but he's trying to lure Anti there over the demo trap.
And that actually he could still fall for that with the scrap there, I was thinking.
Yeah. Oh, he dodged it. He dodged it. And he gets his tunnel up, so that's important. He hasn't denied the sneaky worker of Sam, though.
Nope. Did deny the oil cap, which is nice. Ooh, pretty big float by Anti here.
Wow, 7k, yeah. I mean, this tech can actually do a lot of damage. Oh, it missed every worker! It missed every worker! Oh
That's
my
rough.
word. Well, it has delayed mining at the very minimum, but... Yeah, he is now dropping another arms dealer. He's adding an extra tunnel, and he's on 3 oils, and he's getting the supply in the mid. Anti is ahead in economy. Can he spend his money,
in the
though?
mid, however, I think might get shut down pretty quickly, yeah.
A little bit ambitious. I think I'd have added another tunnel there just to fully secure that mid.
I think I would have
before doing
also
that.
placed it to the left, actually, the supply. Not that it would have mattered much in this instance, but... Ooh, he's also selling the tunnel empty, okay.
Don't think I'd do that either, would you? It wasn't getting targeted, so that gives you a platform to pop a Tox Tractor, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, he's deciding to trade positions here. He's killing that north tunnel while simultaneously losing the middle.
Yep.
He has got a rebel near that rebel of Sam's in the mid, so he could actually use that rebel to shoot the... Yeah, he's doing it now. Will he deny it? I think he might just barely. It's going to be close. Yeah, just barely.
I mean, Anti's on a pretty short timer here, I think, with Sam having the whole island and being kicked out of the middle.
Well, he can get on a 4th oil, and he is quite a bit faster on the palace.
Well, I don't think he can expect to hold that oil in the middle, to be fair.
No.
So it's gonna be 3 oils against what's probably gonna be like
2 to
1
3
oil
oils.
and 3 to 4 supplies.
But he could get a battle bus fairly swiftly and look to push into Sam's base.
Yep,
that might be
a bunch
something.
of RPGs standing around.
Yeah.
So
Not
I
getting.
think that's what you're looking for, is push maybe with like 2 battle buses,
Yeah.
have a Charmin inside and go.
He's not getting that oil is secured though. He can harass if he wanted. He's not harassing at the moment.
Also would have liked him to try maybe get a bit of a closer tunnel up with that technical, bring a worker, because you're gonna have to kick Sam, I think, off his main base to stand a chance in this game.
I mean, the misclick Anti did there, he controlled fired literally in the middle of the supply dock. I would be stunned if Anti's not been on the beers. I'm gonna ask him afterwards. I'm sure he has. If not, he is just very, very rusty, which he will laugh at himself.
Yeah.
Well, there's the 2 battle buses you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And Sam's forgotten about his tech RPG there.
Yep.
And loses it. But yeah, Anti's got to do something. You can't just chill on not having the island. He's about to run. Oh, they're running into each other, not looking.
Neither player, I think, was really looking.
That was the most comical engagement ever. That was literally move command versus move command, and Anti comes out on top with the buses headbutting the quad army. Oh my
I do
word.
think that was also kind of a bad move by Sam. I mean, it's unlikely to matter, but if you have the whole map, I'm not sure you should be the one attacking your opponent.
That's very true. Anti's got another bus, which he's loaded up. Another 2 buses here. Could be a decisive moment for Anti. Let's see.
If Sam just spammed tunnels, I think, in his main base, there was pretty much no way for Anti to win.
No.
And doing what he did gives Anti a bit of a window.
Yeah. Ooh. Battle bus power here. Anti's level 3 should be instantly dropping a CC, he does. But he's not continuing to attack, so it's taken a lot of his attention dropping that CC. But he is on the cash bounty.
And I think this is also, again, a position as Anti where you kind of have to assume the battle goes your way and you immediately bring a dozer if you're China or a worker if you're GLA to take these supplies.
Well, he has
because if you're not winning that battle, you're losing the game anyway. So might as well assume you win the battle.
He's placed,
supplies like very late now.
True, but he has placed it. But look at the distance of it.
Right. That's what I meant. Where it's like bring your worker immediately.
No, but you're talking about the timing. I'm laughing at the placement of it.
Well, okay.
No, I agree with you. Yeah, you 100%. Like, it's got to be a case of I've got to win this engagement and bring workers with me too, because if I'm not, I'm just going to exit the game, you know.
I am scared for Anti looking at that demo trap, by the way.
Yeah, me too. I think he ought to half predict that though, when Sam's on crisis management, and
when
he lost his arms.
Demo as well.
Yeah. So he's hit one of them.
Oh, and I think some of the RPGs. Oh yeah. So it looks like he took some RPGs from an already bunkered.
Oh, he did.
Right?
He did totally. Yeah, he lost them all there.
So that's why he lost all of them. So yeah, try to repair your RPGs, I think, before you put them in another bus, if you can.
Yeah. Well, AntiPro has lost 2 of his oils, but he's spamming a few markets. Got buggies chipping away on the island tunnels, and he does seem a little bit nervous to move out on both of the island crossings now. Both to the mid and the bottom left, because of the potential demo trap situation. But, I mean, it's an easy counter. You've got black markets, get radar van scan and build a few radar vans.
Yeah.
He's just
I gotta say, overall, Anti is looking the best he has looked so far in this.
Yeah, he's lost his German Kel to a demo trap. I don't think I'd be greedy here. I think I'd quite swiftly kill that oil in the middle. And I'd get these quads gunning stuff down. But he's worried about Micah in his buggies at the moment. And really, all you should be doing is guard mode in the quads. He has woken a little bit up now, but gonna lose the bus.
I would have also been tempted to just evac all of the RPGs and put them in that building.
He lost them all, yeah? He lost everything there. And he's lost...
that's a nice picture actually by Sam in the top right.
Yeah. Is AntiPro gonna throw this? He's losing quads in the middle. And he's letting a tunnel get up in the bottom right.
Hello, Maka, in the chat.
Machiavelli. The AKA boys are so harsh. He says, who the heck loses to Sam 5-0? Cheeky. So we have two supplies, plays...
Wait, what happened to the supply in the bottom right? By Sam.
Yeah, it got taken out by this tunnel by Sam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Demo bike is denied. He might sack his Jarman here, Sam, for a few buggies maybe, don't know.
Should also think about getting his own CC, being demo and being level 3.
Oh, I'm surprised he didn't detonate that, Jarman. But parking it... Oh yeah, he's just sniping a quad. Parking it there is going to stop any workers though. And he needs a couple of quads and some radar van scans there. But he is actually now out of supplies, Anti. So he's got 4 markets and no supplies against 2 markets and 2 pretty full supply docks of Sam. So Sam can still do this, actually. Very much so.
Oh, Sam's definitely ahead, I think.
Yeah. Don't think he has much army, though. That's the only thing. And Anti could have a rebel ambush. Don't think he's made his CC, though, no. Making a scud, Anti, actually. Oh yeah, Zab detonated. He actually only got a quad and a buggy there for the Jarman.
Hmm. How much money is there left in the bottom right?
Oh, 15k.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Anti losing that top right oil when he had 3 tunnels there was a little bit naughty. Should have defended that.
Also losing the supply in the bottom right to that one sneaky tunnel.
Unnecessary.
Hurt him a lot as well.
Yeah. He's got more radar vans now. He does have the scan. Hakim says no rules. Pretty much all 1v1 10Ks are no rules. In fact, all are no rules in challenges tournaments. I can't think of any tournament in 1v1 that's pro rules.
Bit of a lull state here. Neither player really doing all that much, which can usually only be fine for one player.
Oh! I think he misclicked those buggies briefly there. They were just driving instead of targeting.
Yep.
And I'd like Anti to get his Jarman ExCaL back. He lost it to a demo trap and we've not seen it since.
Especially since he invested into the radar scan as well. So do have a bit of an edge in the Jarman battle, as long as your opponent doesn't have the scan.
Yeah. Sam's gonna have demo ambush probably. He's made his CC.
Yep.
Sam making a scud as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 markets for Sam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 markets for Anti. Okay. Sam is really making sure a saboteur can't get to that Scud. Look at the Stinger tunnel line there. Let's see if we see Demo ambush. We do. Oh, look at that buggy rally. Oh dear, Anti. What is he doing? He's laughing himself. He is laughing himself at that. Did you see that?
Oh, the Unity love. I was looking briefly at the chat.
So basically, he lost 5 buggies to ambush, but drove 2 more. Just literally move commanded
the
them.
last 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Someone saying he just now got fortified structure. LOL. I actually don't think that's an upgrade you need to rush. Like, I do actually get confused when people rush it in a GLA mode.
Yeah,
I agree. Help your tunnels. It often doesn't make the difference between your supply or whatever surviving and not surviving. So I actually think that's fine.
It's only necessary when it becomes Scud Wars.
Exactly. So I actually sort of disagree with that one. Because I see people just automatically get that whenever the palace finishes in situations where it makes very little sense.
Do you see, Habash says Sam's using Roman numerals to number Scuds. Look at look at that. Scud the first, Scud the second, third. We'll have a V in a minute. Oh, that's very good, that.
Bit of a run by with these scopes here.
I don't think AntiPro has replaced his command center, so he's actually not getting...
Missing out on the cash bounty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should be getting level 3 cash bounty now. Since he's level 4.
Another Scud from Sam. Wonder where Anti will place his Scud Storm, because if he goes near the palace, he could get a market with that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But still, he's going to find it difficult to push, I think, here.
Yep, and there's going to be 3 Scud Storms in total for Sam.
Oh yeah,
and
third one.
And have demo Scuds, so
quite
a bit more powerful than the stealth ones.
I agree with what you said about the waiting around normally only suits one player, because Anti didn't identify really that Sam was still having more economy on the map, and after he had the momentum of killing and shutting down all the production, I think he needed to bring a radar van and keep pushing.
Yeah, I mean, to put it simply, it can never be correct for both players to sit back. One guy is always making a mistake if that's the case.
Yeah. Well, I know I get called a pathetic camper, but I'll camp when I have no reason to push. Yeah, and I'll rush when I have to rush, you know.
I mean, arguably, like Sam's attack on the right side, like 10 minutes ago, was one of the only ways he could have lost the game.
Yeah, that's where they
both
moved.
Luckily for him, neither player was paying attention to the army.
Yeah, where they both move commanded into each other that moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, the Roman numeral numbered Scud has been launched. And it's flying over the army battle here. And it's gone on the palace. Did not kill the palace.
Ooh, hasn't even killed the palace, yeah.
Well, AntiPro is just under 1k from 5k. I think he really needs sneak attack at this point.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of XP there.
Doesn't have the rocket upgrade for his buggies. Sam does.
Ouch.
I also think Sam's ambush should be up soon, unless I missed him using it recently. Seems like a decent target, these bunched up buggies.
Yeah, you're very nice. Yeah, wow, look at that. Spalding on point, look at that. You called it. You called that ambush. Oh, anti. We thought this was your game, but it's slipping away.
I mean, he's still looking better than in the other games. So I think
true.
you can definitely tell that he's a bit rusty, and if he played more games, I think he would do better. Not saying he would beat Sam, but it would look a lot more competitive.
Well, as I say, historically they've actually ping-ponged. Like, one day Anti would win, the other day Sam would win. I think they played each other at the LAN as well, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
They had a bit of a bet set going on there. I think Anti played Apex as well. But yeah, Sam looked pretty solid.
For sure.
But I think you're right, you know, you put Sam up against, well, even, I don't know, like a Staz, and suddenly we start to think, ooh, looking a bit rough, you know. It's just those little jumps in level, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, ExCaL's absolutely right. So the reason that Palace didn't go down is AntiPro didn't get the beta upgrade from the Palace, which makes the stealth scud stronger. So yeah, another tip for you there. Top tip from Mr. Exile. AQA says Spalding predicted the Sam, not the ambush, the Sambush. Well, Anti's gone for the I'm gonna hide round the map approach. He's stealthed a load of markets. Still trying to get level 5. He is leading the XP.
I mean, that is actually pretty nice by AntiPro, spreading out his base like this against the demo Scud Storms. I like to see them.
Oh, Apex says the bet set was actually versus him, not versus Sam. Fair enough. I knew he was betting against someone, and I know he played, or has historically played you both. Yeah.
Okay, so Sam using his Scud Storm on AntiPro's Scud.
Yeah.
Gives you a lot of XP and also resets it, so...
And by 2 XP, Sam has beaten Anti to level 5.
Oh,
He needs one last
and
kill.
And he's actually gonna finish off the Scud Storm as well.
He needs one last kill, Anti. Go!
Oh, God.
He didn't click the buggy. He didn't click it. Oh no, Anti. You need 2 XP. Anything. Any kill right now. Oh no.
Yeah, there's probably gonna be an Antrax in between these war factories combined with a sneak, and I can't see it.
Oh no, no. He's level 5. He just got... yeah, there's the Anthrax. Nice move. Anti-CC is right by the sneak though, so he could Anthrax him... Yeah, I was going to say, there's Anti's Anthrax. And he's saying GG's well played, bud. Thank you, guys. Yeah.
Alright.
Nicely done from Sam. Yeah, Anti, when I asked the players about this, he did say in prep that he does feel a bit rusty. But he'd play anyway. Money was actually relatively even there.
Yeah, but, considering Sam had the island and also the middle at some point.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised, but I guess Anti had more black markets at some points. And that's with Anti also sleeping on the cash bounty a bit.
Yeah, true. Anti says he feels a bit rusty. Oh, he said it felt that way. Okay. Thought the Arsenal result had meant Anti on a beer clock. Yeah.
But he looked a bit shaky or a bit nervous at least, and I think he can do better than that.
Yeah, I agree. He said he feels mega rusty. Sam looked on point. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm happy for a short and sweet stream. I've had a lot of 0 hour streams lately, so I will probably end this one here. Actually, I think there are other things 0 hour wise going on. I think Big Size has been playing somebody, or might still be playing somebody. So yeah, there's definitely things on.
Okay.
Yeah, but thanks for joining. Always nice to chat. And yeah.
Likewise.
And well played to Sam there. Congrats to him. I'll be in his DMs shortly. All right, mate. Thank you very much.
Alrighty.
I'll be signing off
Bye
there.
bye.
Cheers. All right, guys. I will leave it there. Hope you enjoyed that one. We got a few more of these lined up with some of the ExSquad members. I have asked some of my long-term members if they want to do sets. I'm sponsoring them to do some sets, and hopefully if they watch these casts back, they'll get a few tips, etc. on Sam's saying look forward to watching it back. Hopefully get a few tips. Alright guys, have a good one, take care, and see you next one.